Hello everyone. So in today's video, I wanted to explain you why we came back to Japan in our honeymoon and why I fully recommend that you go to Japan if you haven't done that yet. I will share one of three of many life-changing experiences that we had there, and I will break it down on why they are important, why they were important for me and for us, also for my wife, and also how they can benefit as well to you if you go to Japan. So if you want to hear more, stay in the video and I hope you enjoy it. So I mentioned that we went back again. Why? Because actually we were there. This was back on 2023. We were there actually visiting my brother who was living in Asia for many years, 4 years, and we owe him a visit. But we didn't he was living in China, but we didn't meet there. We actually met on Japan because he also wanted to explore new countries, and that's where we met. And we went there with normal expectations, some tourism and so on. So we spent there in Tokyo 4 days, but actually then we went to Thailand and we spent 2 weeks there, the majority of the trip. But even if we only stayed in Tokyo, there was something special that me and my wife we felt, and we were both, without knowing what it was, we both agreed that there was something that caught us. There was something that really, you know, moved us at some level. And even in Tokyo, crazy city, technology, lights, food, all great, but there was some more depth on the Japanese culture that we needed to explore. We didn't know exactly what was that was calling us to go back, but there was something. And then recently we got married in October, and we decided, okay, honeymoon, the destination is clear. It has to be Japan, and so it was. We spent before the honeymoon, of course, planning the wedding, but also planning the trip 1 year. And I planned something, but actually my wife planned majority of the things. And the thing is, when we landed there, so we had to come back, but we arrived there, and we didn't know exactly where we were going to find that thing that we were looking for, this depth, these feelings, because we watched many videos and read many things, but there was no place in concrete that we were said, okay, let's go here. So we figure out nothing. We were going more blindly. So we did the classic route of main touristic cities, and also we tried to get more far away to visit small cities, more say less touristic, and that we did Osaka, Kyoto, Tokyo again. We did Kinosaki Onsen, we Himeji, many places. I will need to have an entire video to explain the route. But then when we landed in Osaka, um, Osaka, great city, great food and so on, but it's not, let's say, it doesn't have this thing that we're looking for. Food was great and so on, but yeah, it was not the place where we felt or where we had any real experience with, especially with the Japanese culture. It was actually when we got a bit more far away, and this happened in Himeji. We wanted to visit a more, let's say, far away temples, and we decided to go to the Last Samurai Temple, one of the temples in which the movie um, got filmed. And I'm a fanatic of the Last Samurai, so we went there, and here was the life experience number one. When you go to Japan and you get, it depends of the it will vary, it will be different person to person, but for us it was this place. We went to Himeji, then to the temple, and it was a mountain full of temples. We had to get there by first train, then a bus, then a ropeway. But then when we arrived with the ropeway, there was a 30 minutes hike in where you got to see many small monuments. I will put them here in the video so you can get to see many statues that you will get to see throughout the walk or the hike, and just the isolation, just the natures are around, just by all these figures that sometimes they had something written on it, and as well the the lack of people, it made us kind of switch from the normal thinking, the normal pace, the hurry, the let's see more things and so on. It made us bring down the pace and be able to switch a bit to more the inside world, right? To more the inner self. We're able to relax and also be present. That's somehow we forget how difficult it is. But this place allow us effortless to be more present in that place and between ourselves, right? I was happy, she was happy, we were actually there, and our mind was there, no wondering someone else. In Japan, it's a chance for you to reconnect, and it's a chance as well for you to switch down or slow down the pace, be a bit more present, and now we're able to access that feeling, or even trying to emulate that feeling when we go for a walk in nature. We try to do it as it was there and try to have more these moments, these pauses, the real pause. So that was a life changing experience for us. Someone asked me that I tend to be in a hurry to do many things. Was super good. Experience number two is, and this was a really good one. We we tried to get we're in the cities, but we tried to see more normal streets, normal neighborhoods. Of course, we saw the touristic mandatory places, but we also got to see and we tried to also get lost in the city to see normal streets and how normal people behaved. And there is something with Japanese people, a common denominator, a common denominator that you can get to observe and see in them on how they do the things. And for us was really, yeah, we're really, how to say, impressed because it was something common. You get to see that they are driven, that they do the things that they do with passion and with care, but you also get to see that at the same time they are present and they are joyful. And even though it looks like, yeah, as I explained it, it looks like something normal. It is not, as the way I see it, is something quite difficult to be driven, to be passionate, and to be in that moment, focusing on what you do, and still be able to laugh and have fun and so on by chit chatting when you can. And this we got to see many times with normal people working in restaurants, supermarkets. They do the things with so much care, but at the same time they are passionate, they are happy. And I think there are a few books there on that, and I don't know what it is, to be honest. But now, if you're curious like me, and if you get to observe that, I will try to figure out what it is, because I would like as well to be like that. So actually, about this book called Ikigai. So and in this book actually it says the same, that how explains a bit of context what Ikigai is, but also explains as well that the reason that the author had to deep dive is like how Japanese people behave on on profession, on work, while being content and present. And he researched on this topic. I bought the book. I will put it here. And now I'm trying as well to know how can I be like that. So it was a life lesson number two. Life lesson number three was you can have an emotionally fulfilling dinner. This is something that at this level I never had before. You can get to see when you go to traditional places that that you will get to enjoy a meal, but everything is done with so much care, and they don't they don't give you the food and only that. It's an act of respect. The level of detail and the level of effort and how they prepare it for you, it is more than serving. It is an act of respect, and it makes you move. It makes you to emotionally move, and it happens to us actually. This was in a small town called Takeno, next to Kinosaki. We stayed there 2 nights in a guest house, which was fully traditional Japanese, and it was really small as well. But it was super, super great atmosphere, traditional, but with so much. You will enter there and you will just feel relaxed and in peace. I don't know how they did it, but the decoration, the atmosphere, and everything was nice. And we booked a dinner in the place because we read some good reviews. But actually, the dinner was not what we expected. The food was great, sushi was great, fresh fish, but then how they serve it to us, the level of details, how everything was prepared with so much love, even with so much care, the music that was playing. um we never had such a dinner. Like it was crazy. It was crazy. Really sorry, because it's difficult to describe. I don't find the words, but maybe to put you in context, um we were so moved that even my wife started to cry a bit. She has some tears running down her face because it was moving. And then I wonder, and this is the life lesson for me, is every meal is a chance. You will always have meals with your people, with your family, with your friends. Why we don't use that chance to actually having more than a meal? Let us say it's a Saturday, a Sunday. I'm someone that for me food is just fuel. I get it and I continue doing. But this concept of emotionally fulfilling dinner or meal is something brand new for me. And someone that try to don't be so emotional, you can get good things of being emotional in such moments, or let's say, or putting details, putting effort to make something nice for the people that you like. I never put attention on that, but the way that many traditional Japanese people do it made me realize of that. That would be the third lesson, and there are many, and the trip is quite fresh. We arrived, yes, um, yeah, we arrived last week, so we didn't even have time to process. And these are the first main three that just come to my mind. There are many, and I'm sure that if you go, you will have many. But this is a strong recommendation from my side that if you have the chance, go for it. Go to Japan. You will get to experience this and more. I hope you like my video, and thanks for watching. Bye.